So it's Monday and I'm back. Yesterday I was sat there thinking I really need to make a video for you girls, and what could I make it about? So I thought I'd make it about the theme of shoes and what shoes I brought with me to university, because it's one of those decision making processes I had to go through, like which ones do I bring. So I'm going to get my big tray of shoes out and show you my shoes and maybe little stories about them or whatever, and we'll see how that goes. This is my crate of shoes. It's quite heavy. Right, these are my Converse All Stars. They are low tops and they've got ribbons in them and they've got eyes in them, and they've had about 5 or 6 incarnations of different eyes because plastic eyes come off, and at the moment they're 2 different sizes because I couldn't find 2 the same when I was sticking them on. And they were named once but I can't remember its name, so whatever. These I've had for about 4 years now, and they've only just started to get a hole in the fabric there, and they still don't have any holes in the bottom, so I can still wear them in the rain. These, I've got 2 of these, but I'm not going to hold both up. These are my Doc Martin Airwalkie huge big boots, and these are the highest heel I own anymore, and that's nothing, and they're dead good for nights out, and they're one of my favourite pairs of shoes. These are my other Converse All Stars. I got these from TK Maxx as well, about a few months after I got the other ones, and they've got broken hearts on them in pattern Argyle-ish maybe, and yeah, I don't wear these as much, but they're pretty worn out because I've still had these about 4 years as well. I only got these a couple of weeks ago. These are my little black boots, and these are exactly what seriously, around Christmas last year I wanted some little black boots like these that you could fold over and that were pointy and that had like this way fastening them up at the top like on walking boots, and then I found these just before I came back to uni this year, and oh, they're so perfect. They're exactly what I was looking for, and they're fantastic, and they're so comfortable as well, but they've got really thin soles and I don't want to wear them through, so I don't wear them very often. These are also Doc Martin shoes. Actually, no, they're probably the highest heel I have. I don't wear these very often because they're a little bit too big. I got them for sixth form and I wore them a little bit, but I kind of knacked the leather on the heels, so I stopped wearing them, and they're still very nice, and when I dress up I sometimes wear these. I don't go out very often, so. These are my high tops. These are Roxy though, they're not Converse, and they were dead cheap. TK Maxx as well. I've worn these on huge holidays in Switzerland and in London because they're really good for walking around in, and they're all brightly coloured and spotty. These are my shoes for when I wear posh dresses. They're Miss Selfridge, and they're little, and they've got a little sling back and a little leathery bit here. And on the bottom they've got safety pins, and so that's quite punky and cool. And they're really, oh look, the Ben Sherman. They're not Miss Selfridge, it's Ben Sherman. Yeah, they're quite cool. But I can't walk, even on this tiny little heel. It just properly knocks me off. But most of the time it's on cobbles, so it's understandable. But this is like a little pump shoe, and these are properly worn out. Not this one, but the other one. It's coming right off here. And they're like so thin, but they're really comfortable, and when you need a quick shoe to put on, like if there's a fire alarm, these are perfect shoes for that. I brought some trainers this year. These are really, really old trainers. I might have had these about 7 years, but they're trusty and I don't wear them that often, so they're still fairly good quality. I wore them on Outward Bound and they're really comfortable. Yeah, Skechers, just skanky old trainers. This was in case I do any exercise this year, but I do not think that'll be happening because I get horrible reactions when I go exercise. These are Hazel's old Underground high tops. They are really, really cool, and they've got skulls inside, and she didn't want to wear them anymore because she just often doesn't wear them and they're a bit small for her, so she donated them to me and I swapped them for my really high big bikery boot things. So I'm so happy to have these. I'm going to start wearing them more often. Flip-flops. These are my Vans flip-flops. Hazel bought these as well, but I commandeered them straight away because I didn't have any flip-flops and she already had a pair. And then she got some really cool blue spotty ones, so yay! I've had these 2 years now. And lastly, oh no, not lastly, but here are wellies. They are fantastic wellies, and they're really old now. Good few years old. I got them for a guide camp once. And finally is the shoe. Finally are the shoes I'm wearing now, and I'm going to take one of them off quite quickly and off camera so that you can see how fantastic they are. These are my pink Doc Martens. I got these from TK Maxx as well, which just seems to be where I got most of my shoes. But, oh, they're so fantastic. And they only cost like £26, where they would cost £65 if I bought them from Scorpio or a proper Doc shop. And I saw someone else wearing them on campus today, and she goes, I've got those shoes, while she was still wearing them. And I was like, snap, and it was all a little jokey moment. And that was really cool. So this is my shoes, and thanks for listening. And I'm completely insane. Goodbye.